Welcome at last to HeroQuest fans. We are back after a little bit of a hiatus. We are ready to play Wizards of Morcar once again. The music you're listening to was created with the assistance of AI from Suno.com. You can check out the full soundtrack on HeroQuestFans, XSC3, home of HeroQuest fans, on YouTube. We've got a channel there and a playlist with all of our music created by me using AI. Sorry. All right. Well, our heroes have been waiting patiently for an entire month, and here they are. We've got Glasgowgargoyle, Zargon Goes On and On, aka GrimLore. Welcome, guys.
How we doing, guys? All right?
All good. How are you guys?
Getting through a heat wave here. But yeah, things are going well. Things are going very well.
Oh yeah, same here. It's a heat wave over here as well. It's absolutely shocking.
Yep. Last week I got to play my first in-person game of HeroQuest in a long time. Had a nice complete party of heroes. Played some, we played the trial actually. It's nice. Only two of the group had played before. Besides, myself and another person. The guy from a local gaming group on Discord actually showed up, so it was cool of him. So shout out to Andrew. And it was a good time. They survived, barely. I was Zargon. All right, so today, no news in the world of HeroQuest, right? Nothing shocking has happened.
The most shocking thing that's happened in HeroQuest that I can tell is the cost of the exclusive giveaways from UK Games Expo.
Dang. So free at the
For
convention.
those dread shifters.
£500 online, right? Or whatever. I just made that number up.
Something. I mean, the number wasn't quite that shocking, but it wasn't that far off either.
King's Ransom.
It was closer to $500, but
Dang.
yeah, over 300, even over £300.
It's ridiculous.
For 2 dread shifters.
I mean, at a certain point, I'm just gonna go over to England myself and just get it. Like, I don't have to pay some schlub online to get it. Some scalper.
You might not even need to be England. I mean, Wales and Scotland might do as well.
Yep. Well, I guess when all else fails, you can get a $1.50 bottle of brown paint from your local Walmart and slap that on the existing dread shifters you've got. But I know you won't have 2 extra ones. Well, you won't have 2 extra ones either. You'd have to, I think it was 1 to a box. So you'd have to go to the convention, pick up 2 of them, come back, Rob tells you, come on, and then you come back the next day and then you get another one. And then you make a bank. So yeah, it's pretty disgusting what people do. I mean, it's one thing to, sell it for like $10 or something. Okay, I get it. You get a little extra for yourself, you pay for the shipping, no big deal. But yeah, people just are cleaning up on it and just taking advantage of folks. Because really, Wizards of Morcar is, as far as I understand, it's been restocked, but it's still kind of scarce, isn't it? Isn't it kind of hard to find at regular price? The box.
Yeah, I haven't yet seen it. No, that's a lie. I have seen it on the shelf, but only in one of my local game stores. I saw 3 copies on the shelf, and I didn't need it because I had 2 copies by that point anyway. So I just left them, and then a week later they were gone. I haven't seen it anywhere else.
I thought you were gonna say I didn't need it, so I just bought it anyway. So now I got 3 copies.
No.
The addiction.
I ordered 2, big one to open, one to keep. But I don't need any more than that, except for the nothing card. I want lots of nothing cards, but I'm not going to buy copies of Wizards of Morcar.
You spend so much money on nothing, and now you have a whole lot of nothing.
A whole lot of nothing, exactly. Yeah.
All I wanted was nothing, and now I've got nothing, and I'm happy. You'll own nothing, and you'll be happy. All right. Well, all those jokes aside, yeah, it's good to have you guys back. I was looking over the quest, and I was like, wow, we're already in quest 3. But how long is it going to take us to get through? I know I keep coming back and leaving and coming back, and apologize to the subscribers. I mean, really, you are the lifeblood of this community. Not just the subscribers, but all the people who followed us, who watched, liked, commented, subscribed, rang the bell for notifications. I was going to say visit our merch shop, but we don't have one. Not officially yet. But no, I love that the community just keeps right on going. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. It's not just about one person. It never has been. But it just warms my heart. Makes me feel good. So, but anyway, we're back for more HeroQuest. And this is Wizards of Morcar. We were about to begin Quest 3. A lot has happened. So, you found out about the treacherous mercenaries. You did some fighting there. Apparently, there was a little bit of a heel face turn that happened. One of the characters. And I trust that you've heard the story of Morcar and his origin, right? All of you?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yes.
So revisit our past episode if you want to hear about that again. And once again, I just want to say to all those who are listening to us live on twitch.tv/HeroQuestFans. Oh, and thanks, Ribby. Thanks for the subscription. I appreciate it very much. Yeah, I had apologized to all the people who subscribed while we were gone. It's like, oh, you got a subscription ad-free for nothing? No. I mean, you did help us. I appreciate it. But, yeah, you didn't get ad-free because there was no live shows. But, yeah, so... what was I saying? Oh, yes. If you want to control a hero, if you're listening on twitch.tv/HeroQuestFans live, you can go to the Discord, actually. The link in the chat for the Discord, HeroQuestFans Discord. Go to the voice channel known as Quest Talk. Introduce yourself. We'll get you going. We use MentorBot, which lets us roll virtual dice, so you can control a hero in the game. If you're not controlling a hero, you can still participate live in the twitch.tv/HeroQuestFans chat. Go to the bottom where it says send a message, and you'll see the little orange and purple icon for the treasure. Click on that. That's viewer rewards. It's gold coins. Use your channel points or gold coins to influence the quest as we play. You can help out the heroes. You can help out the forces of chaos represented by Zargon. Me. Or both, or whatever. People do what they do. And yes, if you subscribe, you get a lot more. If you follow, you get more. So we appreciate it. Now, if you're watching or listening on YouTube, it is not live, but we appreciate your support anyway. We try to stream every weekend. I know it's been kind of chaotic, ironically. But usually it's Friday, 2:15 p.m. until 4:15, or whenever we get tired. And then on Saturday, it's 7 to 9 p.m., again in the central time zone, U.S. So, yep, all you need is pencil and paper. All right, and if you want to join mid-quest, that's fine too. We don't have a rule that you have to start at the beginning. You can always pop in. We've got character sheets. Speaking of which, what heroes are we going to have tonight? I think Glasgow has been the wizard thus far. The dwarf has been controlled by GrimLore. You guys want to continue along those lines?
Yeah, I'm quite happy to keep going the wizard, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, be the dwarf.
All right.
Stumbledore the dwarf.
Dumbledore.
Yeah.
Dumbledore from Gryffindor. All right. And is the wizard wanting to keep the previous spells he had, or change to new ones?
Well,
Air,
I wondered.
water.
Yeah, I had air, earth, and water. Yeah, I wondered if we were. Are we doing this this boon of heroism thing, or is that later in the campaign?
Boon of
Or
heroism.
not at all?
Somebody's read ahead. Why, yes, sir. Yes, we are. I'm just going to tell you of Hopekin's Rest and the things to be found there. So, I guess you can keep your spells for now, but if you want to change your mind before the quest begins, maybe based on what you find, that's fine too. let's go over your.
All right. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go over your existing items and gold. Let's update everybody's character sheets because I know it's been about a month since we last streamed. Wow, I can't believe it. Okay, so the wizard has, again, I said earth, air, and water spells. He has 375 gold coins. He has a potion of charm, which might come in handy. He has, for equipment, a staff, the Ring of Fortitude artifact, which is 1 extra body point, and the Phantom Blade artifact. Any questions?
I have a note that I've got 375 gold. Is that what you think?
Yes.
Yep, I think that's everything.
Okay. All right. And wait a minute. Did someone have the elixir of life, or did we use that to bring somebody back? I kind of forgot. Nobody remembers.
I don't really remember. It sounds familiar, but I'm not sure, to be honest with you.
I might have to review the tape. Okay, that's okay. Let's see. So, the dwarf has 500 gold coins, a vial of holy water,
Yeah.
Alright. And I think each of you has completed 3 quests. There's Dread on the Horizon, and Service to Gold, and the Mercenary Captain.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Excellent. Okay, so the dwarf has, besides his 500 gold and holy water, he also had the oath ring, which he showed to Sir Agnar to remind him of his original oath. Equipment-wise, the dwarf has a helmet, a long sword, a buckler, in the form of a shield, and the warhammer.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, I've got all that written down, so yeah,
Perfect.
that's exactly. Yeah.
Right. Okay. We will take a look here. Let me just get everybody set. Yeah, error. That was clickbait. Yep. All right. So this is Hopekin's Rest. So Doug Hopkins might have had something to do with this. You never know. Maybe he and Stephen Baker came up with some plan, some secret plan. All right, so let's see. Everybody is restored to full body points, of course. Oh, yeah. The wizard is at 5. Dwarf is at 7. Alright, so we've got Wizard and Dwarf. And Zargon's powers are reset. The music's a little loud. Okay. Alright, let me read off what we've got here. Hopekin's Rest. Outpost at the edge of the borderlands. With Ragnar gone, the heroes may now hire mercenaries before their next quest. The players may use the gold Mentor gave them to hire one of each mercenary type. Ah, so that's how they do it. So we noticed in the new box they included multiple colors of mercenaries. So we've got red, purple, and gray. Oh, it still doesn't quite work because you need another color to make it work for 4 heroes, but whatever. Anyway, okay, so you can hire one mercenary of each type. Players decide which hero will manage each mercenary. The players may hire additional mercenaries depending on the gold they have available. And now the heroes have advanced. You are now acclaimed Wardens of the Realm. At the start of each new quest, the heroes may select a boon of heroism for their hero. So here we explain what this new tile means. Okay, so Hopekin's Rest. Outpost at the edge of the Borderlands. The heroes are now acclaimed Wardens of the Realm. At the start of each quest, a hero may select one location to visit and receive its boon of heroism if available. A hero may only benefit from one boon at a time. So I can zoom in on this here a little bit so you can see what's going on. So you've got different locations. So you've got the Witch's Hut, Hopekin's Keep, Peacekeeper's Tower, the Cathedral of Hope, the Arcane Library, the Dewdrop Inn, very clever. You've got the Wandering Monsters Mercenary Guild, the Sharpshooter's Archery Range, oops, you can't see that, Sharpshooter's Archery Range, and the Training Barracks here. And what is this mysterious house down here? Nobody knows. So, looks like you're new in town. Alright, and I'll explain what each of these things means. So, the Sharpshooter's Archery Range. So you want to improve your aim with a bow? First step. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to do it this way. I'm going to have you guys just, like, do a little exploring, and I'll tell you what each one does. Would that be more fun?
Yeah, sounds cool.
All right. Okay, well, here you are. Can you see that okay? Or is it a little hard to see?
Yeah.
I can
that's
see
good.
it.
All right. So, okay, we've got the dwarf and the wizard. You see this big wall. You see the gate is open. Apparently, you could just walk right in.
I wouldn't mind having a check out of the barracks. See if I can get some training in or something.
All right. Okay, so the training barracks. All right, let me read it here. What'll it be? A great sword, an axe, a cast iron skillet? So you notice the proprietor is kind of a balding gentleman with a jolly face. All right. So if you receive training from a master, you can get skilled in a particular weapon, which means you take the weapon expert hero skill. One is available. So let me grab the card to teach you about that. Now, if you don't want this, you can choose something else, but I'll show it to you. Change your mind. All right. Weapon expert. You can get that too. All right. Select a type of weapon, for example, a battle axe, longsword, or crossbow. When you acquire this boon, when attacking with a weapon of that type, roll 1 additional attack die. Attack dice.
Sounds great.
Yeah. Okay.
That's brilliant.
All right. Do you want it, or do you want to do some more exploring?
Yeah, I'll take that one.
Okay. Weapon expert. And which weapon will it be?
In the longsword, because I have one. So.
Okay. Weapon expert.
So I'll write that on my character sheet.
Okay, so that's +1. All right, very good. Okay, and how about the wizard?
Well, the wizard has to go to the arcane library.
Ah, yes. He walks past many street vendors, jugglers, beggars, guards. They all seem to be the same kind of balding gentleman with a jolly face. I'm not sure what that's about, but, you know,
Yeah, they're all a little bit uncouth. The wizard's making straight for the library.
not making eye contact with any of them. All right. Okay, so he's at the arcane library. This dusty old building. Okay. Ah, the merriments of Hopekin's Rest. Splendid distractions for those who don't have the fate of the realm in their hands. Mentor expands your knowledge of arcane mysteries here. Alright, after you've selected your spells, you may take an additional set of spells that you are eligible to cast. This boon is only for spellcasting heroes. Alright, so what additional spells would you like?
All right, so I'll stick with my air, earth, water, but can I take protection as well?
Ah,
I mean, it's Friday night in Glasgow. I should take protection.
yikes. Okay. Excellent choice. The spells of protection are now at your beck and call. You have invisibility, unlearn, also known as dispel, and the wall of stone. Okay.
Yep, sounds good. Thanks.
All right. Use them in good health. Okay. If I can get the wall of stone out of the package. There it is. The fun one. Okay. All right. Well, so the heroes have their boons. You can do normal shopping as well. There's mercenaries that can be hired. We've got our usual rogues gallery.
Yeah, well, so far we're a wee bit short-handed tonight, so maybe I should glug down my potion of charm just now.
All right. All right. His robes look, clean and pressed. His hair's kind of slicked back. He's got a little glint in his eyes, spring in his step. People just can't help, yeah, that guy's really got it together. All right. Man about town. Okay, so we got the swordsman for 100 gold. Normally, the crossbowman for 75, scout for, I can see that, 50. And I thought there was one more. There's the halberdier. I think this halberdier is also 75. Yes. There's the halberdier. But with the potion of charm, your negotiating skills are second to none. So, let's see. Let me just check the actual card to see what it gives you. Alchemy, aptitude. Okay, the potion of charm. You drink this potion between quests. When you want to hire mercenaries, you may hire up to 3 mercenaries for 25 gold coins, each less than normal. So you get a little discount on each of 3 mercenaries, up to 3.
All right. I think maybe we should take advantage of this. So, I mean, rather than wasting the money, maybe I could hire a mercenary or two. And GrimLore, if you want to pick one, you can maybe take control of the other mercenary. I could maybe take a swordsman.
Yeah, sounds good. What about a crossbow as well?
Sounds good. Okay, let's take a swordsman and a crossbowman then.
Okay.
How much is the crossbow for?
75.
Okay, I'll pay for the crossbow, then I'll give Glasgow 75 for that.
Okay. So are you hiring them both for 125 total?
Yeah, so I'll hire them both, but maybe we should take control of one each, if you know what I mean.
So you'll assign him to follow the other hero? Sure, why not?
Yeah, I'll say there's someone I want you to meet.
Well, he's not as, calmly as yourself, sir, but whatever you say. Alright.
So swordsman usually costs, I can't remember, 150, did you say?
100.
100, so I get him for 75, and the other one...
50. Yep.
Okay, so GrimLore's paying for the other one. Well, I'm paying for it, and GrimLore's paying me back, so...
Okay. So...
Yeah.
So 75 for the swordsman then.
Okay, so we're subtracting 75 from the dwarf.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so the dwarf has 425 left. All right, and then the wizard's spending 50. So I have 325 left.
Oh, so is that for the crossbowman, yeah?
Yes.
Right, yeah, okay, that's fine.
Do you want purple, gray, or red?
Let's go purple.
All right. Hello. Okay, and then for the dwarf, what color would you like?
Red, please, if you have it.
All right. Now, just because you hire these mercenaries doesn't mean that I can't have evil mercenaries in the quest. I have enough figures, I can always field more. No matter how many you hire. Any other shopping you would like to do at this time, heroes? There is an alchemist shop that can be visited.
I think I'll just save up for some potions of
healing,
magic maybe in the future.
Magical aptitude and potion of fire resistance.
Yeah, I've got my eyes on those potions of magical aptitude, but that's going to be for later. It's a bit steep just now.
Oh.
Unless I can extend my charm to the owner of the alchemist shop.
That'd be great. The owner of the alchemist shop looks in your direction, but he kind of looks past you. Oh, he's blind. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm saving my gold for some armor, so I'm going to save.
All right. Okay, so we're saving up. Well, I mean, you've got pretty good armaments at the moment. Now, this next quest is going to be tough, though, so last chance. Do you need to visit the armory?
I wanted to get plate mail, but I don't have enough for it, so I'm going to pass. I've already got a decent helm.
How much do you have, GrimLore?
I've got 425, and I think I need 500 to get the plate mail, if I'm correct. It might be more.
I can get you close to that, but I don't have enough to get you all the way.
Yeah, it's that's all right though.
Well, there is also the wizard can also go back into his shop and mix up some potions. So I will.
Let's do that.
Give you a couple random.
What's the point?
Here. Yep. All right. Potion of skill, which could be useful for the dwarf. You can disarm any trap without having to roll a die. Effect lasts until you take damage.
Oh, that's great, yeah.
And then your second.
Yeah, that could be good.
Well, this is for the barbarian. I'll let you try again. No elf. We'll try again. Magic resistance against all spell effects.
Nice one. Yeah, okay.
All right. Do you just want one for one and one for the other? Or how do you want to divide
Sounds
it?
good.
Potion of Charm is used, so the magic resistance against all is for the wizard, and the Potion of Skill is for the dwarf. Alright, and for the dwarf, we can give him, let's see, this would be 2 skill cards. Disarm and Capture. So if you're rolling up to kill an opponent, you can choose instead to disarm them for information. And then Rallying Cry. 1 extra attack and defend die for you and your comrades. So those are your skills for the quest, Dwarf.
Thanks for that.
Alright, with all of that training and all of that buying, Doug! Hey Ribby. Hey Gold Public, HeroQuest. What about a city like Dungeons & Dragons? Cool map. Will it HeroQuest? Yes, yes it will. Okay, so the dwarf begins with a swordsman companion, and the wizard with a crossbowman ally. Okay, your quest begins on the spiral staircase. Here we get this fine art for the quest to begin. This is quest 3. This will not be an easy one, I promise you. Okay, the heroes leave Hopekin's Rest. The Tower of the High Mage. I can almost hear the announcer from Gauntlet Legends saying it. The Tower of the High Mage. Now that you've acquired a skill and mercenaries to aid your cause, you're ready to track down and defeat the first of Morcar's lieutenants. Mentor announces, flipping through Lortom's pages until he stops on an entry that seems to be glowing from within. An illustration of a wizard catches your eye. His white eyebrows are furrowed. He grips a moon-tipped staff and a large key dangles from his waist. Lortom's magic illuminates his name and title, Zanrath, High Mage of Sirocco. To find Zanrath, you'll need to journey to his gilded tower in the highest peak of the Tarek Mountains. It is guarded by an elite army of Chaos Warriors. Prepare yourselves for a clash of steel, and for dread magic wielded by one of its most fearsome pupils. You must defeat the High Mage to complete this quest. Alright. Okay, you begin on the spiral staircase, and so far at this time, you do see a closed door in the room. Here. Okay, alright, you may begin.
Are we just going with the turn order on the screen?
Sure.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. All right. So I'll have the wizard search for traps.
All right. You search for traps in the room. No traps are discovered.
All right. Could I move my wizard just down to the corner of the room on the southeast corner? Yeah, other side, sorry.
Oh, east. Zargon always gets it wrong. It's twisted.
And are we going mercenaries? So, like, I'll take the archer.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right. Okay, can I have the archer? The archer can move how many squares? 6?
Yes, I should know this. 6 squares, and the swordsman can only move 4. Or 5.
All right.
Yeah, so 6 and 5.
Okay, can I have the archer move 2 squares down to the door and open the door?
Okay. The door opens, revealing the room. All right. And here's what you see. Inside the room, there is a closed door, as well as some monsters. All right, there's some Chaos Warriors.
Crikey, you weren't kidding.
But worse than that, an orc. It's really smelly too. Wait, did I say 2 Chaos Warriors? 2? I meant 4. 4 Chaos Warriors.
Close the door.
No, they don't have blasters.
Gotta be kidding.
And there's a
Okay.
weapons rack. There's a weapons rack as well. Let's see, where was that here? Oh yes. That's what you see.
Okay, right. This is challenging. I see what you mean, Kurgan. Okay, we'll have the archer step back a square to the north, and fire at the Chaos Warrior directly through the door.
Ha. Okay. All right, letting forth a bolt.
Am I right in saying he attacks with 3?
Yes. It's like a standard crossbow. Ribby! This Mentorbot needs to be awakened. He's been on vacation, just like the rest of us. Got some pending changes I need to get pushed into Mentorbot. Oh. Well, Ribby, can we roll the dice, though? Can we still roll the dice? Try it again, Glasgow. Some self-recovery stuff, feature enhancements. Oh, very nice. Upgrades. Whoa.
2 spells.
Ah, okay. All right, well, this elite Chaos Warrior, maybe this weekend, he says. Oh, very good. All right, these warriors are much more powerful than any you've faced before. Oops, wrong dice. There we go. Okay, ching, and 1 damage. What? Dare. Okay, so he took 1 damage. Alright. After the mighty wizard and his faithful companion, the dwarf steps forward. You'll have to roll for movement. Since now they're
I've just noticed something. I'm struggling where to roll, like where to type in the roll, if you know what I mean.
Oh, have you clicked on the little voice bubble in the quest talk? Or is it grayed out?
Yeah, on the screen with the game board, there should be a little icon, like a speech bubble icon. somewhere, maybe at the top right corner, perhaps.
Sure, yeah. Here.
Cheers, I've got it. Cheers, thank you. I found it now. It's because it's been a while, so I forgot how to work it. Yeah, cheers.
He has a vision
Right,
of being in the classroom, and Mentor is like teaching him. He's like, yes. Remember your training.
right, I'm going to roll for move.
It has been a while. Good to be back, though. All right. 6.
Can I move left of the door, please? And think I'll trying to think whether it's worth stepping out into that room or staying where I'm at. I think I'll be tactical and stay where I'm at and hold my move there, and then I'll move up my swordsman into the doorway and hold the door and hold it there.
Stepping out of your door. Yeah. You never know where you'll be whisked off to.
Yeah, I'll gotta keep this, and that's my roll. Thanks.
Yeah, the swordsman does not have diagonal ability, but yeah, you can certainly hold the door. Okay, all right. The heroes have taken their turn. Now, I will take mine. All right, this Chaos Warrior is enraged and stomps forward, seeing the nearest target, and takes a swing with his mighty and evil axe. 4 skulls.
And swordsman defends with 5, is that correct?
Yes.
It's a shame that's not an attack.
Oh, man. Wow. Alright, so with that overwhelming force, swordsman staggers back. Collapsing. Alright, he's incapacitated. Alright. Seeing the opening, the other Chaos Warrior clanks forward. 1, 2. Oh, he still can't get through, though. Alright, he stands pacing the door like Darth Maul in that scene after Qui-Gon gets run through. Alright, the other Chaos Warrior just... the others line up for their chance. The orc kind of... like... should have sent the orc in there. Alright. I'm going to try a villainous feat here. If I succeed, the orc is going to be able to jump in there and stand on top of the body and attack. If not, he just kind of stumbles backwards. Okay. Alright, back to the heroes.
Ugh. GrimLore, what do you think? Am I being harsh? I kind of don't want to use a potion of a healing spell on the mercenary.
Use it! Use it! Says the voice coming from the floor.
Don't let the crossbowmen hear me say this, but they're cannon fodder.
They are cannon fodder, but then again, one slice by the swordsman could be good.
For an oath.
It's a tough call, but I'm inclined just to let him go and try to deal with this ourselves. I don't know.
He's been turned into a draft excluder.
Say that again.
He's been turned into a draft excluder because he's lying in the doorway.
Okay, well, if there's no help coming, I guess there's no help coming. Up to you.
Yeah, and I really think we need to keep the healing spells. I know it's harsh, but
Okay. Alright, so what will the wizard do?
okay, I'm gonna hit the Chaos Warrior in front of the door with a Tempest.
Nice one.
Alright, he loses a turn, enveloped by a small whirlwind.
Besides that, I'll just stay where I am.
Okay.
Yeah, and my crossbowman will fire at the same guy again.
Alright.
2 skulls.
No defense. Alright, it hits him. It gets through. It slowly penetrates the shield. He's just like looking at the arrow coming through the air. Oh. In fact, it does more damage. Got him.
Maybe I should have targeted a different one, but hindsight's 2020, isn't it? All right, dwarf.
All right. And am I correct that square is now? Or no? I guess there is still a chance to save him. Yeah.
I'm gonna go out and step through the door and yeah, I'll attack the. Trying to think. I'll attack the guy on my left.
Your left or my left?
The guy who's in the corner on his own. So the guy who would be on my left.
All right.
Yeah. Cheers.
2 skulls and a wrestling move.
3 skulls. That's not a bad thing. That's a good.
All right. So
I'm
block,
gonna do. that.
but the wrestling move comes through.
I'm gonna do Diamond Dallas Page, Diamond Cutter.
The diamond cutter. Oh man. Kind of forgot what that one looked like. Just check. I always
Like pretty much.
Is that what your boon does, GrimLore?
the extra strong.
It gives me an extra. The weapon expert gives me 1 extra attack dice.
So do you have a battle axe that you're using that on?
Oh, wait a second.
No, it would have been longsword.
Then it would just be 4. How did we get to 5? Unless you meant to put it on the Warhammer.
That's such a dwarfish thing to do.
Oh, the Warhammer is
Yeah, the Warhammer is 4, and the longsword is only 3. So.
Oh, okay.
It must have been the Warhammer. Yeah.
I mean, I should hold you to it, but if you would just want to say it's that one, but you're not going to get to change it again for the rest of the quest. So, up to you.
I would have really put it on my sword, to be honest with you. So I'll should I re-roll or?
Okay. All right.
I'll roll with 4. Sorry, I saw 4.
Oh yeah, so it means you've got diagonal attacks of 4 with your longsword.
That's true. Yeah.
Which is good, yeah.
Yeah. It becomes basically like a great sword.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Should I re-roll, Kurgan? Sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries. Go ahead. Reroll. To be fair, I'll re-roll as well. Alright, the referees wanted us to re-roll the tape. Okay, so 1 skull this time. Ching! Alright, he blocked it, but he was sweating. He had a vision of being grabbed by the head, and then the other guy jumping up in the air and like slamming him down to the mat. It was just a vision, though.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay. Yeah, that's my turn. Thanks.
Alright. Okay. And the sword, no help for the swordsman, so unfortunately, he is gone. Alright. Okay. Oh, you know, I never put those little icons up for the mercenaries. I don't think I've done that before. Maybe next time I'll create some. I think I just did it for the animal companions. Let's see. Yeah, didn't. Or maybe I did it for the heroes. Oh yeah, because I remember we did that that wizard quest, and we had additional allies. Let's see if they're still there. Not in this one. Oh yeah, I could do this. Why didn't I choose a swordsman? Or a crossbowman. Well, okay, the crossbowman's still alive. Just a moment here, guys. Alright, so the crossbowman is under the control of the wizard. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Alright. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he's still alive.
Dang. Okay. Alright. Okay, so my turn, right?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, let's have the hero, the Dread Warrior that was attacked will now counterattack. Attacking the Dwarf. 4 skulls. Ching. Is he not using his buckler? Oh, because of the Warhammer's two-handed. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so he takes 2 damage.
Well, you were using your longsword, though.
Yeah, I
Oh,
was.
yeah. Right, wait, we changed it. Okay, so roll 1 more. Defend die.
Oh, yeah.
He slips
Okay.
the buckler
Cheers.
back on. Yeah. Double fake out bonus. Still a chance. Nope. Okay. So 2 damage. Alright, now the other yeah, he's gonna move out of the way. Let's move the orc. Yeah, yeah, the orc's gonna attack from here. Three skulls. Against the dwarf. Ooh, 3 hits.
Has that brought me down to 0?
Nope, you got 2 left.
Oh, okay.
You started with 7. You were healed at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you have no healing potions, right?
Reinforcements, thank goodness.
No, I don't have healing potions. Yeah.
Alright, yeah, you folks in the chat, if you want to help out the dwarf, now might be the time. Okay. So that was Doom Doom, and then, okay, so this Chaos Warrior will attack. Remember, these are elites, they have extra strength. Two skulls and a wrestling move. Cha-ching! Okay, blocked that damage, but he gets choke slammed to the ground. Taking 1 damage. Oh, I saw something. Alright, a healing potion for the dwarf from Gold Public. Excellent. Okay. So that's 1d6 healing potion. And you may need it because the final Dread Warrior moves into place to take you down. Two skulls. It's onslaught. Come on, dwarf. You can do it. Ching! No damage. He survived. Okay. Now it's the hero's turn. Yep. You really need 2 more heroes in here. So if anybody's listening live, join up.
The wizard turns to the stairwell and beckons Jacer up the stairs. I don't know which hero it is, but he's here, thank goodness.
Oh, when you said reinforcements, you weren't kidding. Alright. Here comes a new challenger. Jacer, welcome. Welcome back.
Thank you. Hey, what do we gotta do? Just get to them stairs? Quest almost over?
Well, it's almost Zargon time to win. Okay, so are you the Barbarian?
Yes.
Right. Okay, let me just pause for a second here. Okay, so you begin on the spiral staircase. Let's see. It was, so I did my turns, so it's the hero's turn. Let me just get Jacer up to speed here. So this is Quest 3, Wizards of Morcar. And your mission is to find and eliminate Zanrath, the High Mage of Sirocco, one of Morcar's trusted lieutenants. So no, you've just begun. And this place is just filled with his elite guard of Chaos Warriors. Alright, let me just find you on the screen here. Just in time. Okay, no, but he has full power. The Barbarian has 8 body points. He has a
I guess I'm coming up the stairs with my great sword and my helmet on.
Yep, and a broadsword.
I got 25 gold coins in my pocket, and I got a broadsword strapped to my waist. Yeah, that's it.
Well, yeah, I have that you have a potion of resilience, or did you use that before?
No, that's gone. I got no potions.
No potions. Okay. You could
Nope, I barely survived the last quest. Made it back with like 1 body point. Used all my potions to get out of there.
Yep, that's right. I do remember now. Okay. Well, I mean, you could sell the broadsword. You'll get a paltry 125, right? Plus your 25.
Yeah.
Yeah, 150. You'd have 150.
Yeah, I could buy a helmet that I can't use with the great sword. or buy a shield that I can't use. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Well, then I'm evil. Okay, and there's no potions that are that inexpensive. Well, let's see. Did the barbarian complete the last quest though?
Yes.
Ah, so he has 2
The
quests.
Barbarian, yeah, quest 1 and quest 2.
Well,
So yeah,
I don't know if
2
you heard, but there was this flashback. The heroes, and of course, we'll just pretend that this was all happening during the battle. Hopkin's Rest, or Hopekin's Rest. There's the training barracks, the Dewdrop Inn, the Sharpshooter's Archery Range, the Wandering Monsters Mercenary Guild, the Witch's Hut, the Hopekin's Keep, Peacekeeper's Tower, Cathedral of Hope, the Arcane Library, and this strange unknown house over here. We could say the Barbarian was visiting one of these locations. He gets a boon of heroism because he was declared a Warden of the Realm. For 150 gold, he also has the ability, if he so chooses, to hire mercenaries. We've got swordsmen for 100, crossbowmen or halberdiers for 75, scouts for 50. And I suppose I need to tell you about the boons of heroism. So you get 1, and it stays for the quest. So you've basically got the Deadeye hero skill. The training barracks weapon expert skill has already been taken. The Cathedral of Hope could give healing hands. The Wandering Monsters Mercenary Guild could basically get a free mercenary. The Dewdrop Inn, let's see, gives you max body point is increased by 2. Hopekin's Keep gives you hold the line hero skill. Let's see what else. Yeah, let me grab the cards here. The Witch's Hut would give you a potion of healing. Peacekeeper's Tower would give you the Peacekeeper skill. The Arcane Library only works for spellcasters.
what's the? What are the skills?
Oh yes. Okay. So Deadeye, well, you don't have any.
I don't have any ranged.
Oh, it says, yeah, monsters or heroes do not block your line of sight when attacking or casting spells. Healing Hands, if a hero adjacent to you is reduced to 0 body points, you may allow them to use one of your available healing potions instead of their own. Hold the line. Each time a monster in Zargon's turn moves away from the 8 spaces immediately surrounding you, you roll a combat die. It's kind of like a retreating attack. You roll a skull, inflict 1 body point of damage against the retreating monster. It doesn't say they get to defend. Peacekeeper, keep track of the body points of the monster, or keep track of the number of the monsters you've killed for each quest. You get 25 gold coins per monster defeated if you survive to the end.
Let me do that one. Let me do the Peacekeeper.
Kind of interesting. A bounty hunter. So 25.
All right. If I'm about to die and I run down the stairs, do I still get the bounty for all the kills?
I guess it really doesn't matter because it's not like you could like kill more and leave and come back and kill more and I mean, you'd just be back in the quest again. So I'm gonna say at the end of the quest you get paid. How about that? So whatever that happens.
Okay.
Yeah, Peacekeeper, let's see. That was the Peacekeeper's Tower. So that is right here. Okay. So the Peacekeeper's Tower. Our mission is to achieve peace for the realm by any means necessary. The constable charges you with upholding the king's peace. The constable seems to be a jolly-looking, balding man. Seems oddly familiar. But, all right. Okay, so that's Peacekeeper for the Barbarian. All right. Do you want to use your gold for anything? save it or hire mercenaries?
I'll just save the 25.
Okay.
If you need any gold, I've got some spare. If you want to get anything.
Sure. Maybe he could toss it to him.
How much did you have?
425.
Okay. All right, I'll do that. All right, let me sell my broadsword,
Okay. Now one.
and that'll give me 150. And then whatever I need from him, I'd like to buy a set of bracers.
Bracers. Okay.
I think they're 500 or chainmail, whatever's cheaper. One might be 550 and one might be
Yeah,
500.
bracers are more expensive because they work for heroes that don't normally get to wear armor. So yeah, 500.
Okay, so we're gonna do the 500 for chain.
Okay. Okay.
So I'll have to borrow 350.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So the dwarf has 75 left, and Jacer now has 0, but he has chainmail.
Yep. So now I'm the Chaos Warrior that can attack diagonally.
So the dwarf tossed the money bag to the wizard, who tossed it to the crossbowman, who left it at the top of the stairs, and the barbarian ran up, grabbed it, ran all the way back to the armorer, got suited up. It's a little tight across the chest, and then he ran back up the stairs, covered in sweat, of course. You know, good thing he oiled that chainmail. So it won't be rusting anytime soon. And now he is in the fight.
There you go.
All right.
Explains the delay. Perfect.
Yep. It's all part of the plan. Okay. All right. So we're back to the heroes round, I think.
Yeah.
All right, Jacer. So is your defense is 4 now? Is that right? You've got chainmail and a helmet.
Yes. Yeah, 4 attack, 4 defense. Like I said, I'm a glorified Chaos Warrior.
Okay, and you're going to move after the dwarf.
Yes.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to cast Rock Skin on the barbarian.
Okay. Yeah, he can see him at the top of the stairs. All right.
Thank you very much.
All right. And as a champion, as so acclaimed, and a warden of the realm, his rock skin is a little bit more effective than normal. So we're going to say 2 body points extra, or body points, 2 defend dice extra for that. Rock skin on the barbarian. Okay.
Thank you.
Until he takes damage.
Okay, can we have the crossbowman take 1 step to the west, and then he's going to fire at the orc?
All right. What?
3 skulls.
No. No way he could have defended against such a mighty strike. Okay. Nice shot. Headshot. All right. Okay, so that was the wizard's turn, and did the wizard want to move? I forgot to ask.
No, that's okay. Wizard's going to stay there.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right, the dwarf, surrounded by enemies.
I think I'll continue to attack that Chaos Warrior, the same one.
Alright, this one here? Or this one that dodged you earlier?
Yeah, the one that dodged. I'm going to try and get him this time.
Alright, you get him this time.
2. Could I move back into the room 1 square and 1 to the left, please? And would it be okay if I drink my potion as well, please?
So the healing 1d6, right? He gets 4 back.
Yeah, please. Thanks. That's my turn.
Okay, so now he is out of healing potions. Alright. Okay, and then now the Barbarian. The top of the stairs.
All right, I'll move. I guess 2 forward or 2 down, and I'll attack with the great sword diagonally. How many black dice and white? What's the?
Okay, yeah, these are elite Chaos Warriors who work for Zanrath as his elite guard. They have 5 attack dice and 5 defend dice. Very powerful.
Okay. And with my attack, how many black dice do I exchange for the white dice? I don't remember all the Barbarian upgrades.
Let's see. How many quests has he completed? Just the 2, or
2?
Just 2. Okay, he's not yet a champion, so he just has his standard abilities. Oh, but I should give you skill cards. I forgot to do that. All right, you have dodge and trip, and you have keen hearing. So you're just going to do a regular attack?
Yes.
Okay. A very powerful weapon. 2 skulls. Okay. Combo breaker! Alright.
That sucks. Sorry, I lost the rock skin before I could even defend.
Dang. Alright.
Yep.
So let's see. Unless you use the dodge and trip immediately to sidestep the attack, causing him to lose his turn and no damage.
All right, I'll do that.
All right.
Dodge and trip.
All right. He goes in for his finisher, the diamond cutter, but you slip out of it, and he goes crashing to the ground. His helmet falls off and kind of rolls away. The audience is shocked. It's like, who is he? The Shockmaster? He kind of like fumbles and puts the helmet back on, tries to play it off, like he's tough. Starts taunting you, but it's too late. The moment has passed. He loses a turn. He'll change his gimmick. He'll be a totally different character later. All right.
All right.
Very good.
All right. You're up then.
Okay. Exactly. Got it. His helmet was all sparkly. You rule the world, Sid Vicious. All right. Don't remember all the lines, but okay. All right, then let's have. Okay, so this Chaos Warrior stomps forward, attacks the Barbarian. Undeterred, what just happened? Three skulls. All of a sudden, nobody's laughing. Alright, so you'll... how's he rolling so many?
You said 2 for rock skin.
Off skin.
Oh, because he didn't
So-
lose it. He didn't lose it. Ah, yes.
Yeah, you used the dodge and
Okay.
trip.
Cha-ching.
Now I lost it.
Now you lost. Okay, so he took 1 damage. Still, it protected him as much as it could. Okay, now the rock skin is gone. Whew. Okay, well, and I can move this one behind. That's about all I can do. Okay, heroes. All right, the wizard.
Okay, so my wizard is just gonna take a shot at that Chaos Warrior with his staff. This will be pitiful, but
Never know.
let's try.
Oh,
Nothing. Okay, wizard's going to take a step to the north. And can I move my archer and knight move into where the wizard was standing?
Okay. Oops.
Sorry, my crossbowman.
Oh.
So the wizard's moving 1 back. Yeah. And do I have line of sight on the Chaos Warrior to the left?
Sorry, did I move him too much, or was he?
So the wizard was just moving 1 north
Okay.
of where he was. Yeah, that's it. And that's correct. Does my crossbowman have line of sight on the Chaos Warrior to the left?
It's pretty tight quarters. I'm gonna say it's gonna be an uncommon feat. If not,
Okay, give it a try.
the crossbow jams. It's for that one. Oh, the crossbow
No joy.
jams. Okay, so the next time he attacks, he's gonna be using a broadsword. But then the next turn after that, it'll be fine again.
Okay, on to my friend the dwarf.
Jeez. Could I use rallying cry to give everyone a +1 attack?
Yes. 1 extra attack and 1 extra defend die.
Okay. Oh, brilliant. So yeah, I'll do that. Or would it be better if I held it to like the start of the next round, so everyone gets a go of it, or would I be able to do that?
It says until the end of the round, so
I
Okay.
think when we've done that in the past, we've had it go until the
To the
The
next.
start
one
of the
whole-
dwarf's next turn.
one whole round.
Yeah. Let's just do it that way. It's easier.
Alright, I'll do that then. So I'll do the rallying cry, and then I'll attack the guy in the doorway. And that also gives me an extra attack dice and defend as well.
Yep.
Okay.
So you can
Alright, brilliant.
+1 your attack. And you're using your Warhammer, is that right?
No, so I'll attack
Oh.
diagonally with my sword.
Yeah, you need the diagonal. Okay, so just a regular 3 +1.
+2.
What's the +2?
You've got the boon of heroism plus your rallying cry.
Well, but the boon of
well,
heroism only applies to his Warhammer. We decided. Oh no, it's the longsword.
Nothing.
I keep going back to the old. No, you're right. Okay, it is 2. Always
So
the
5
longsword.
attack.
Yes. Can't remember which weapon it was, but once it's in his hand, he's like, "Yeah, I remember this." Definitely maneuvered, muscle for rank. Okay, 2 skulls. All right, the Chaos Warrior defends. No, he doesn't. 2 hits.
Yes. That guy's severely weakened now.
Yes, he's down to 1 body point.
All right. So I get the rallying cry and the great sword. So missed.
Oh,
Nothing.
Even after all that.
Um,
Too bad he wasn't a monster. Okay.
Your turn.
All right. That Chaos Warrior strikes. Against the Barbarian. 4 skulls. It's a big fight right at the start. Ching! 3 damage to the Barbarian. Alright, and he steps out of the way. This Chaos Warrior steps forward and attacks. Three skulls. Barbarian. Ching, 2 damage. And I can't do it again, so alright. He's lost a turn anyway. Okay. Heroes.
Okay, the wizard's going to cast Heal Body on the barbarian.
Alright.
Thank you.
Barbarian's healed 4 body points. Up to 6. Heal
And the
body.
archer's unjamming his crossbow.
Yes.
And we'll have the archer move out again. Can he just move back behind the dwarf, please? To the north of the dwarf. That's great, thanks.
Alright. Okay, next.
So is the rallying cry still active for me, or has it ran out now?
Let's see. You declared it, and you got to use it, right?
Yeah, he used it at the beginning of his turn, so it should end at the beginning of his turn.
Yeah, it's used up.
Okay. I'll just do a regular attack through the doorway. Diagonal.
Okay.
So,
All right, 2 skulls. Ching. No damage, and he reaches through the door and kind of like headbutts you. Clang. You hear a loud metallic bang, which normally wouldn't do a lot of damage to a dwarf, but apparently his head is even harder than yours.
awesome.
Has anybody ever seen Naked Gun 33 1/3, The Smell of Fear? The third one? During the prison riot? Where the one guy's like, he's like headbutting like everybody, like knocking him out. Headbutt. And then he like headbutts like a fire extinguisher or something, and it's like clong, and then he just goes down. Anyway, it's just kind of what I pictured.
Yeah, I've got vague memories of that. That's what we need, a fire extinguisher.
Yeah, it's an alchemical contraption. It works. All right. Or maybe it's full of holy water for taking down those mummies. Okay. All right. Then next.
Does the dwarf want to maybe move to my other side? That way you give the wizard and the crossbowman a little bit of room to work.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that. Yeah. All right, cool.
Okay, now. Fearsome Barbarian. 2 skulls. Okay. Dread Warrior attempts to defend. Ching! No damage. Ha!
All right. I'm going to stay there, so your turn.
All right. That first Chaos Warrior unleashes an attack. Four skulls. Punishing.
4 skulls. Matched your...
If only. Okay, so that's 4 damage. I think you got that healing. Okay, alright. And he steps back. This Chaos Warrior finally recovers. Steps in to attack. Three skulls.
Three skulls. I'm dead.
Oh!
Yes.
Dang. What is happening?
Well, to be fair, your dudes are overpowered. Not only do they get the bonus
Yeah,
of an
they're
extra
pretty
die,
good.
they also get the color change for free.
Yep. All right. Okay, so unfortunately, the barbarian goes down. Well, let's see. If he was incapacitated, would someone be able to heal him? Ooh. Maybe. Okay. All right, hero's turn.
Okay, the wizard casts Water of Healing on the barbarian.
He gets up. He looks very angry.
Oh, you don't know how angry he is.
You want to know how angry I am? I'm really angry.
I bought new armor and it doesn't work. I went to the Peacekeeper Tower and I can't even kill nobody.
He sees the Acme logo on all the gear that he bought. He's like, nah. All right.
Can we have the crossbowman step one square west and fire at the Chaos Warrior?
All right. I got him. Twang.
One skull.
Ching. No such luck. Okay. Dwarf.
See, with the disarm and capture, can I disarm this Chaos Warrior? Like, where just knock his axe out his hand, or?
If you roll enough to kill him, instead of killing him, you can get him for information. Yeah. So you still have to take him out.
Okay, I thought it might be like I can just disarm them.
That would be.
I won't do that.
That would be cool. Yeah, you do a little kung fu move and his weapon's gone. That'd be a nice one. But
yeah, I'll just do a normal attack then.
okay. With the longsword, well, I guess then you get the diagonal ability. It's always preferable to the Warhammer. One skull. Ooh, it's a hit. What?
I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah. I just waxed this armor. There's this huge dent in it.
Maybe he got it from the same shop that Jacer got his from.
No! Just for a split second, a little bit of humanity creeps back in, and you see the sympathy. It's like, yep, they got me too. They're selling to both sides. All right. Okay. All right. And Jacer.
That's what happens when you buy a weapon from a pacifist.
Oh man, dang. It's ceremonial. Keeping the peace.
All right, I'm gonna take another swing.
All right.
3 skulls.
All right. Now who's laughing? 3 skulls. Oh! Blocked everything and did a wrestling move. All right, he just socks you in the gut. Appropriate. Oh, cheap shot. Okay.
All right. Your attack.
All right. He comes at you again. We need another hero. 2 skulls against the barbarian.
I'll beat you. 4 skulls.
What is with this armor? Okay, so 2 damage.
I don't know. It's spikes. I'm supposed to be attacking. Yeah, I don't know. Chainmail's not working.
All right. Okay. Must have armor piercing. Didn't tell anybody. Maybe it's that that display chainmail that doesn't have the rivets on the rings, and so they just break off when they get hit. Okay. All right. So this chaos.
No, they sold me aluminum foil.
Oh. Yeah, it's just the aluminum foil armor. Bad trick. It's so lightweight. All right, 4 skulls.
Yep.
Good for keeping food well preserved, but that's about it. Okay, 4 skulls.
Like the card, the tinfoil glued to the cardboard for your Halloween costume.
Yeah, great one. The kids. Oh, come on. All right.
Nope. Yep, not a single white shield to be seen.
Ribby. Who's Ribby, everybody says. Who indeed? Who indeed? All right. Okay, back to the heroes.
Anyone get any healing potions?
No.
I'm clean out of spells now. Healing spells, I mean.
Oh, he's asking. Does anybody need any? Oh, you've used up your healing spells.
Yeah, I've used up both healing spells. I don't have any potions. I don't think anyone else does either.
Do I have a potion of warmth? Because I think I might have. I'm not sure.
I just had you with the potion of skill and holy water. No potion of warmth.
I've probably used it up already.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got an idea, guys. Do I just grab the barbarian's unconscious body and just get the hell out of here and come back and try again?
That would be my suggestion.
All right.
Right, the wizard's going to feebly start tugging at the barbarian's feet and pulling him down the stairs, and he's hoping that the dwarf and the mercenary will help.
Oh, it's heavy. Especially this.
And we'll put in a letter of complaint to Mentor about these blue dice, whatever they are.
He starts muttering about contractual obligations, technical difficulties. Sort of stakes were made. He's trying to beat a hasty retreat to the door. There's papers going everywhere. Mentor.
Yeah, and on the way out, I'm casting Genie on that Chaos Warrior at the door.
Ah, excellent.
I'll give the Genie my Phantom Blade as well, and maybe he can attack without having to defend.
That'll be an uncommon feat.
3 skulls.
Do you seriously want to do the dagger enhancement?
Nah, it was just the wizard's anger talking.
All right, okay. So 3 skulls. Ching, 2 hits. All right, he gets punched really hard on both sides of his helmet. He's staggering, but he's still standing. Is that all you've got? All right.
The archer's going to fire at the same guy.
What?
And then after that, he's going to help the wizard carry the barbarian out of here. He's a big fella.
Yes, he is. 3 skulls.
3 skulls.
All right. No defense. Got him. So you managed to take out 2 of those elite warriors. All right. Okay, so he moves and carries the barbarian out of there.
Yeah.
Has the wizard actually exited, or is he just kind of hanging out by the stairs?
Yeah, he's exiting with the
All right.
with the barbarian's limp body.
All right.
I guess I'll activate my keen hearing so I can hear all this while I'm unconscious.
Yep. He's muttering something about protein powder. He's delirious. We got to get him to medical soon. Okay.
I'm sure I saw some king's foil down the mountainside from here. We'll be okay.
It's a weed.
You gotta get me to a witch's hut or whatever, where they give the free healing potions.
Yeah, just take him to the tavern. Just put him under the tap. He'll be okay. Be right as rain. Okay.
Oh yeah. Take me to the inn. That way I'll have 2 body points.
All right. Okay, and then to play us out, the dwarf. Now the dungeon can be looted without pedants.
The dwarf's gonna go looking for nice rugs.
All right. So he's making a strategic withdrawal.
He picks up the body of the swordsman, blocks the door with it, and then runs out.
You gotta prop him up in that doorway, so he looks like he's standing there up until they walk up.
They keep stabbing and stabbing and stabbing. It's just kind of like leaning there. It's like, wow, he's the greatest warrior of all time.
This is just a strategic retreat. I mean, I've heard that the HR department in this High Mage's castle is terrible. So recruitment will take weeks. So I imagine they won't have replaced these Chaos Warriors by the time we get back.
Oh, who knows? Who knows? Well, guys.
Yeah, maybe they'll have time to replace one of them, but definitely not both of them. These guys are elite. It takes a long time to train
so
elite.
much training, forms to sign, physicals, background checks. Oh, who am I kidding? No background checks. This man is a dangerous criminal.
Yeah, if you weren't arrested, you're not accepted.
Yeah, sorry, not enough convictions. All right, well.
You want to appeal, bring back your wanted poster.
Yep. All right, well, that was a mighty challenge indeed. I think I found with some of these quests, they have balanced the difficulty, shall we say, in a certain way, such that be careful with your alterations. Let's just say that. But yeah, brave attempt. So yeah, so all the heroes will be healed. They'll lick their wounds. They'll try again at another time. Any Jacer, since you came in late, was there anything you've heard in the world of HeroQuest? Any news or rumors that we need to talk about?
I have not. I've been swamped at work, so
just a little.
Yeah, I'm not working tomorrow, so at least I got 2 days on a whole weekend this time. But yeah, otherwise I've been busy.
Yeah. That's good to be busy. I've been busy myself, and I'm actually supposed to meet up with somebody here pretty soon, so I probably should get going. Otherwise, I'd say, oh yeah, let's do another round. But yeah, we'll leave off on Quest 3, Wizards of Morcar. I know our schedule's been up in the air, so it looks like tomorrow potentially we could do First Light at our usual time. We'll try anyway. On the 24th and the 25th, it's possible that I'll be doing something with Strange Bus. I don't know if that means we'll be doing a live show or not, but I'll have to update everybody. So, does that mean the Rantcast is coming back for another show? Again, possible. I'll just have to update people. So, I'd like to have a consistent schedule. Just things have just been chaotic lately. They really have. So, I appreciate everybody's patience, sticking around, checking us out, supporting us. It was great to have you guys back. It's a lot of fun. Really appreciate it. So, yeah, as far as we know, in the world of HeroQuest, not much happening until the end of this month with Gen Con. Unfortunately, I will not be there. It was just one snafu after another, and so I will not be at the convention, unfortunately. I was there the last 3 years, so yeah, it sucks not to go. But the great thing is, as we know, our friend Ribby is going to be there, as are several other members of the HeroQuest fans community, and other people outside of our community who are just fans of HeroQuest, really. So it's great. So check them out. I'm sure they'll be covering things. I have it on good authority that Ribby is going to get an interview, or at least try to get an interview, unless they throw a curveball at us with Doug Hopkins. Maybe you can score one with Michael at Avalon Hill as well, and whoever else. So we're all expecting more First Light and more Wizards of Morcar and some free quests that we don't know if it's going to be Dread on the Horizon again or something brand new. I suspect it's going to be something brand new. But what will it be? Will it just be more hype for Wizards of Morcar, or will it be something completely new, maybe a teaser for something that hasn't been released yet? We really don't know. So there's plenty of speculation to go around. And we know that the previous freebies, as we've talked about, have been completely scalped. And it's absolutely ridiculous that a brown Dread Shifter would cost you hundreds of dollars. So please don't pay scalpers. Just get some brown paint. Paint up your monster treasure chest or your monster door. And just have a good time. Don't worry about it. I'm surprised they aren't throwing those on AliExpress.
You might as well just buy another box. Another box.
My goodness. For $50, you could get these plus all the other things that you get. I mean, Wizards of Morcar, I paid full price for it, so I can say this. This is not like a shill review. It's a good expansion. It's got lots of stuff. It's definitely not for the faint of heart. I mean, you saw what we went through. Of course, we give our heroes a lot of extra stuff. We also throw in some curveballs, so I try to keep it balanced, but as you can see, the difficulty is higher, so you want to play with all 4 heroes if you can. Definitely get those mercenaries, whatever you can do. But there's some typos in the book. We've mentioned this before, but the great thing about the typos in the book is they're mostly stuff that Zargon sees. Nobody else sees it. So if you kind of read the quest over ahead of time, you can compensate for whatever's there. You know what they meant to say, and you don't have to worry. The heroes won't even see it if you just play it off smooth. So it's good stuff. Does it help if you have other expansions? Sure. I think if you have Frozen Horror, it's nice because you've got enough mercenaries where you could theoretically have all 4 heroes hire like a full complement of all the combinations that you wanted. You could do that. But yeah, I like it. It's got some good sculpts. So I definitely recommend it. Now, the trick is the stocks are low. So depending, especially if you're in a non-English speaking country, you may have difficulty finding it. As Doug and Michael were saying, don't pay more than $50 US for it, plus shipping. It's not worth the scalper thing. Just wait for more stocks to come in. Buy locally. A lot of people complain because Hasbro Pulse didn't have it, but they're just like, no, that's not going to be necessarily the model going forward. They want to get it to local game shops. So support your local game shop wherever you can find it.
Also the problem is that some of the local game shops can't get it, or their vendors don't carry it. So yeah, I've been stuck, and I've asked, like, they can get Games Workshop stuff, no problem, pre-orders, everything. When it comes to Hasbro Avalon Hill, it's split. They got it split between 3 different vendors.
Really?
Because they have one does games, and then the other one just does like action figures, and then another vendor does like a little of everything. So it's like they were telling me about all their like what they got to jump through, because they've started getting in HeroQuest stuff, but the stuff that they're getting is I want to say they just got in. It was what was it?
Goes Deltrack?
No, not even. It was Dread Moon and right and Elf one. Mage of the Mirror.
Yeah. Dang. So
yeah, they got both of them in. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool, because they got them in at the same time. So like, you know what I mean? They kind of do go together. So it was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And they got First Light in, but yeah, and then they got a big box in. I asked about the slim box, and then they came about 4 months later, and they went and they had First Light. I was like, all right, that is a slim box. Wasn't the one I was talking about, but they're trying.
Yeah.
And they're on the shelves, but right. And I was like, all right, no good on ordering any of the new stuff, because they don't even know it's coming out. You know what I mean? Where it's not, there's no like release date where they're going to have stock on hand or anything like that.
So they're kind of behind the curve as far as it goes. And it's not really their fault.
And like I said, it's just a local store. So, how big are they looking to say, oh, we're trying to get all these local game stores? You know what I mean? Because they don't buy enough stuff for, I guess, it to be worth it for Hasbro itself, so they're going by
Yeah. So
vendors.
good idea in theory, maybe poor in execution. Yeah, these game shops, they usually
Right.
keep like one copy of a game, and yeah, these are expansions, so there's all that to consider. People have to get the game first before they can. Not everybody is as hardcore as us, and buys it immediately when it comes out. Yeah. Well,
Right, but there's no pre-order. Like I was used to Magic the Gathering. All right, here, here's the pre-release is on this date. 2 weeks before, I give the guy the money, and I show up and I can play. I get my product and I can play right there. You know what I mean? The pre-release, the release, and that was pretty cool. And I just figured since they're running the same company, that it would run the same way.
yeah, but not so much, huh?
No.
Darn. Well,
And they get new D&D stuff in, but I know like that's Wizards of the Coast brand versus Avalon Hill brand. But you figure since they're all under the Hasbro umbrella, they would make some type of bundle deals and get the stuff on the shelves in more local shops.
Yep. Well, maybe that's something.
I know they're going to focus on bigger stores and maybe chains of hobby stores or whatever. But yeah, just some of the local independent stores, or even ones that only have like 2 locations, they're like, yeah, we can't do much.
Yep. So, and I'm sure if Ribby brought that to Avalon Hill, they're gonna say, yeah. I mean, to be fair, they can still pass along the complaint to say, hey, look, this is the situation a lot of people are facing. So,
assign an intern to call numbers. Hey, call these guys and maybe get 3 or 4 local stores in one area, so it's worth them to send a shipment, or maybe give them some type of deal on freight.
Yeah.
Because even if you talk to one store, they know another. They're not competitor. They are competitors, but in the same token, they want each other to succeed.
Yeah, yeah. My friend down on the other side of town, he, could get it for you, that kind of thing, or he's got it.
Right. And they've done that where like, oh, I can go down here. It's like, all right. And I'm like, that's not too bad. To have to drive another 45 minutes or something to grab it. I'm like, yeah, that's not bad. It's not too far out.
Yeah. It builds goodwill between gamers.
Shops, yeah. Especially if one carries one brand and another shop carries another brand. Yeah, it's either, hey, go over there, they got this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially if you're not going to stock it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right. I'm just kind of queuing things up for the next time. So get some mercenary icons. Yeah. So yeah, bring your suggestions to Avalon Hill to pass along to Hasbro, because they need to hear that. They need to hear what the situation's like. Even if they already know, they probably already know, but still. And it also brings it to the community's attention. So yeah, people share your stories. But yeah, the last thing we heard was more stock is on the way, but I would think they would have that stock by now, right? We're not still waiting for it.
Yeah, I mean, Christmas is on the way as well.
Yeah. I mean, we just had HeroQuest Day. Oh, that was the other thing. They did this one time. I mean, they didn't say if it was going to be an annual event, but this one-time celebration of HeroQuest through Avalon Hill, hosting a bunch of influencer games, just marketing hype, really. I'm trying to think, was there a release on that day, or did they just... Oh, it was the free quest. It was Nightfall, wasn't it? Didn't Nightfall get released at that time as a free downloadable quest?
Oh, don't forget to submit your quest for Ash Quest.
Oh yeah, Good reminder.
And
Yep.
that's this month. Yeah, that's this month.
Amalgam Ash, also known as AshQuest or Ashes, on YouTube. He also has a website linked to his YouTube channel, and he has a Discord. So, yep. And if you don't do it,
Avalon
you're gonna
wants to do something like that. Do a contest.
yeah, they should. Yeah, and if you don't submit to the Quest Jam, that's okay, but you will have to face him in a steel cage. All right. Okay, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out with us on HeroQuest Fans. We'll be putting this on the XSC3 Home of HeroQuest Fans YouTube channel, probably in about 48 hours or so, as soon as we can. And we'll definitely have to try to host tomorrow, if we can, 7 p.m. Central Time, playing First Light. If something comes up, I'll try to let people know so they're not waiting here unnecessarily. But yeah, thanks for joining us. We will see who we can raid